Saying good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the world. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. How you doing this morning? Hope all is well for you and yours and everyone else this morning. Hey, those of you listening via K105, good morning to you. K10, of course, 109 also. You're probably listening to us via the outer parishes. Good morning. Those of you tuning into GBN TV, whether it's channel 7, 11, or 20, good morning. You viewing us? Good morning. All social media platforms, good morning. Wherever you at around the world, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, good morning. Thanks for making us your choice as always. It's definitely indeed a pleasure to have you with us this morning. Let's go over to my co-host this morning and say good morning to Gary. See how he's doing on the Hot 98 side of things this morning. Hey Gary, how you doing this morning, my brother?
What's up, GT?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay this morning.
It's another day, man.
Yes.
Another day in God's creation.
So what's up with you on your side of things this morning? How's things over at Hot 98 this morning?
Well, we do what we do.
You do what you do.
We blaze the hit.
Yeah.
So we take a break from that so we can join, of course, our family and friends on Classic 105, GBN TV, Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Here we are today.
All right. So we get set to kick in Good Morning Grenada here, and let's take that short break as we usually do around this time of the morning. When we come back, we kick into the program with your word of the day, your thought of the day. Of course, Did You Know segment comes your way also, the riddle of the morning, and a whole lot more. And the opportunities for you to be a winner this morning, part of our, of course, the marking the 46th anniversary of Grenada's of March 13th per se. You can now win yourself something this morning, compliments the foundation. So stick around for that. We're coming right back. Don't touch your dial.
Join GBN on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. for Interesting Grenadians, a program that showcases the lives of interesting and outstanding Grenadians at home and abroad. It's Interesting Grenadians every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on GBN. Don't you miss it.
I take the vaccine and I could feel a sense of freedom. I just have to continue the right COVID protocols and I'm ready for life. You telling me you're afraid of what they're putting into you? Some of all you have metal feeling in all your mouth for over 30 years and nothing can change, or you're still ugly. You worried about a vaccine that could save your life if you catch COVID? All that food with them chemicals and hormones all you eating every day. All you know what going in on your body? And you worried about a vaccine that could protect your children and your family? All you're joking, man. The amount of vaccine we take when we were children, and look at us today, 30, 40, 50 years later. And you telling me you don't want to take a vaccine to protect your friends, your community, and your country, and get life back to normal in this pandemic? Nah, man. All you're joking. Think about it, my fellow Grenadians, Carriacouans, and Petit Martiniquans. Really think about it.
This message is brought to you by the Grenada COVID Crisis Group and the Grenadians United in Virginia.
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center, a natural health store. Check out our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. Ask about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208, or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Detox your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
So we're back on the inside here on Good Morning Grenada. Those of you around the world, let me take a time to wish you a lovely, lovely, lovely day. Certainly hope that your day is rolling out just the way you would like it to be. Thanks for joining us this morning. Whatever your plans are for today, certainly it will roll out smoothly. Yeah. But it's you plan on headed down to the town today, whatever parish you live in, and you're probably going to go to the town of that particular parish. So you in St. Andrew, you're going to go downtown Grenville. Good morning. Are you in St. George? You're going to go downtown St. George's? Mm-hmm. You're in the parish of St. Mark. Good morning. St. John, St. Patrick. Good morning. Whatever your plans today, certainly hope that whatever you plan to do today, when we think about paying a little bit of the bills, right? Yeah. Good morning to you. We get set to roll back inside of good morning. Let me say good morning to my bro this morning, Gary. I wonder where he's at this morning, if he's back with us. Hey, Gary,
right here, man.
Yes, let's get set to kick into things this morning. Hey, let's get set to rolling with the word of the day as we move through this morning. Because you know time is never on our side for some reason or the other. So let's get in with the word of the day here on Good Morning Grenada. It's G Squared, it's GT and Gary. And Gary, I'll send you over to take care of the word of the day for today.
The word of the day is slough. S-L-O-U-G-H. It's a verb. Slough means to cast something off or to become shed or cast off. It is often used in the phrase slough off, meaning to get rid of something objectionable or disadvantageous. The snake sloughs its skin several times a year. The company needed to slough off some of its old practices that were keeping it from being as competitive as possible. All right? And that's, of course, your word of the day, slough.
Slough, yeah. And some of that word, I like a part where you put it into context. They just be with when you say, you can use it to scrub off twice a week, the slough of the dead skin. So
that's right.
Smooth the skin. You just rub it off. And we say the local part, you scrub your skin off. You understand? You get rid of that.
Man.
You get rid of that. Let's get into the thought of the day this morning here on the Good Morning Grenada. And let's see how we could make this thought of the day be something that you want to carry with you for the rest of the day or even for the rest of the week. And the thought of the day: do not blame God for having created the tiger, but thank him for not giving it wings. Gary, think about that particular thought of the day there. I understand. You put it in, you summarize that thought for me there just a wee bit and see how you could, of course, explain it more to the viewers and listeners out there.
Well, quite often we tend to look at life through the glass of pessimism. There are a lot of pessimists out there, all right? So don't let pessimism be your modus operandi. And as a result, we get a feeling of doom and gloom. Yeah. But if we are going to enjoy life, we must put on the glasses of optimism, where we look at the positive side of things. This proverb is an admonishment to look at the bright side of things. A story is told of two salesmen who were sent to a third world country to see if there was market for their product. The first salesman reported back saying, "This is a terrible situation. No one even wears shoes." The second salesman reported back, "This is fantastic business opportunity. No one wears shoes." Basically, there are two main categories of people in this connection. There are those who grumble that roses have thorns, and there are those who are grateful that thorns have roses. Be one of the latter. Be optimistic, my friends.
All right. So that's putting that particular thought there into perspective for you. All right.
That's right.
You just never know what it could turn out to be. It may not be in that particular way that it is, but on another, it benefits. You understand?
Always look on the bright side.
Look on the brighter side.
Always look on the bright side.
We're rolling on this morning. We're moving up. It's just around, make that about 18 minutes moving out before the top of the hour this morning. Let's get set into your health tip this morning, and your health tip here on K105 Hot 98. Good Morning Grenada. Compliments Mitchell's Health and Wellness Pharmacy, where your family's health is our business. All right, that's your who's going to be, of course, sponsoring our health tip this morning. And Gary, an interesting health tip this morning. And you're going to be chatting about, of course, the reason to avoid white flour. Let's
the devil in disguise.
Yeah.
One of the reasons to avoid white flour is because it's acidic. All right, during the process of refining, all the nutrients are moved, and white flour becomes acidic in nature. All right. A diet high in acidic foods or fast foods, other white flour products, forces the body to pull calcium from the bones, which in turn affect bone density. Number 2, digestive issues. White flour has been called the glue of the gut. In today's world, a lot of food is made from white flour, and it all turns into glue in the intestine. All right. Number 3, nutrient deficient. White flour is usually refined, so the inner germ layer of the outer bran are removed. In the process, much of the fiber and essential nutrients like vitamins and minerals as phytonutrients are lost. And L-cysteine, that's number 7, is a non-essential amino acid which is added to baked goods like pizza doughs, cookies, and fast food buns. And the cheap or I won't say byproduct, but the cheaper production of L-cysteine produces synthesizing it from duck. Well, what they use is they synthesize it. The cheaper form of L-cysteine includes synthesizing it from duck or chicken feathers, believe it or not, human hair, and other petroleum byproducts. All right. It also causes diabetes. All right. It's the devil in disguise, as I termed it at the beginning.
That's interesting.
That's flour. Tomorrow we're going to look at some of the healthier options in flour.
Man, because, you think about the way people use flour. I mean, it's been part of our diet for ages. People use that. You understand? And, for cooking and so forth, the bread we use and so forth. And now you're finding out some of the ingredients within it are really not good for you. You understand? Really not good for you. So think about that before you use more of it. Maybe you could just cut it out of your diet completely.
There you go.
And let's get into our Did You Know segment this morning. And our Did You Know segment here on Good Morning Grenada. And it goes like this. If you didn't know, now you will know about this. 85% of plant life is found in the ocean. You understand? 85% of plant life is found in the ocean. So if you didn't know, now you know. So if you thought on the land had a lot of plants that you didn't know about, but in the ocean there's 85% of that there. And that's all no, and that's just basically underwater. You understand? Interesting.
Well, they say here, even more surprising, the fact is that 85% of all plants is found in the ocean. And even NASA was somehow taken aback in 2011 when they found that the waters of the Arctic Ocean, despite being covered with 3 feet of ice, thick ice, are richer in microscopic marine plants than other ocean region in the world.
Wow.
All right?
Think about that, man.
Microscopic marine plants, even in that thick, dense layer of ice that you find in the Arctic Ocean.
Man, there's all that plants that are available there. And just if you never knew that before, now you know about it. All right, folks, moving on, folks. Get set for a riddle of the morning here on Good Morning Grenada, G Squared. And a riddle comes to you compliments Sleepy Dappers, all natural, all organic, for your baby's total comfort and protection. Sleepy Dappers, always for better. Hey, don't forget you can chime in via our riddle segment this morning here. And this is a little incentive for your parents. You could probably encourage your sons
Get your kids involved,
your daughters, and here's a little bit. We could probably, if your son or daughter is the one that is successful in answering the riddle in the morning, you could probably send us their picture or so via WhatsApp. What do you think, Gary? We could actually feature it here.
We'll feature them as the official Smarty Pants of the day. This is the Smarty
Pants of the day who answered it. And if you come in within the first 5 or so in terms of answering it, Yeah, I'll take a look as the answers pop in at a particular time, so I'll know, hey, this is the one that came in first and was correct, or second and correct. All right, and we also you can also chime in, probably send us your answer also via a voice note. We can accept that here also here on the Good Morning Grenada, and you could say, hey, this is the answer. This is what I think is the answers, and we play it live here on the Good Morning Grenada. So here's the riddle of the day for today, and let me see who's at Smutty Pants out there who can answer it. What question can you never answer yes to? What question can you never answer yes to? Think about it, and during the second segment of the show this morning, we'll certainly, of course, entertain the answers. And as some of the options we gave this morning, you could probably send your answer via a voice note. Make sure it's probably recorded and send it to us. Of course, if your son or daughter, those youngsters are probably, thinking about the answer, you could, show a picture of them while they see there that, hey, this is the Smutty Pants. She's 5, 6 years old, and we certainly feature them as the Smutty Pants of the morning. All right, Gary?
Indeed.
Certainly, indeed. Hey, don't forget the option to win, of course. Receive a March 13th souvenir t-shirt jersey this morning. I do have another question I'll be throwing out this morning, all part of the 43rd anniversary of March 13th. So stick around for that, all right? Hey, we get it set for the edition of news here on K105 and Hot 98. News come to you compliments, of course, and should I say the time check? My bad. It's just moving up to make that 12 minutes before the top of the hour. The news is next here on Good Morning Grenada.
The plan for a scaled-down version of Spice Mass, tailored to allow minimum risk of a COVID-19 outbreak, was detailed during Monday's media launch of Spice Mass for 2022. And the plans include a vaccination mandate for all who want to attend. Blossom Alexis Welch begins tonight's newscast.
Everyone must be fully vaccinated in order to participate in Spice Mass 2022 activities, whether as a competitor or a spectator. There will also be some major reshuffling of the days that the major competitions will be held. The announcements were made during Monday's media launch of Spice Mass 2022 by Chairman of the SMC, Arlie Gill.
All of our shows to be held with a mixture of pay-per-view and in-person attendance. And our policy with regards to establishing bubbles for the carnival is that everyone entering the venue must be vaccinated. Not just patrons. The sound system people, the production people, the vendors, the competitors, the judges, the police officers. That is what we are asking. You have your vaccination card, bingo, you're in the show. But we do not want to create a system where only patrons. So Calypsonian soca artists, to enter our competition as of now, you must be vaccinated.
These regulations fall under the corporation's Plan A for the island's major cultural extravaganza. According to Mr. Gill, SMC met and consulted with multiple facets of the community to share plans for carnival, including religious leaders, political parties, and other stakeholders. One of the major decisions was that there will be no Juve on Carnival Tuesday, but instead, Juve activities will be held in each parish on Carnival Monday.
The Juve is our biggest headache, admittedly. It provides us with the greatest challenge. You cannot ask jab for the vaccination card, and no jab doing rapid tests. So that's just the practical reality of it. You're not, or we don't think it's possible to do Juve in a bubble and put jab in a bubble. Everybody stay in your section. Your section is your parish. For St. Andrew's Paul's Airstrip, they gave us that idea last year. They enjoyed it. We say you can do it a second year. No quarrels. St. Patrick, Sates, have it. We say the Boston area, Coconut Row, St. Mark, we say Diamond Street up to the roundabout, and St. David Street and so. St. John, Upper Depredin Street and parts of Lower Depredin Street. St. George's, we use the Tantin Ring Road. St. David, Malmont, Big Yard, and Pasture.
He detailed some COVID-inspired changes to the parade of the bands on Carnival Tuesday, which include a vaccination mandate for revelers and workers.
So, we want to create a bubble as well for the parade of the bands. And through the GMBA, we are we have a vaccination policy as well. We'll have one theme, with each participating mass band producing a section using the theme. Yeah? So that's why we said the bands will not be competing among themselves this year.
This year's Fancy Mass Band Parade will be held under one theme, and each band will then produce one section using that theme. SMC board members say they will monitor the pandemic as it is still early in the year, and if the dynamics change, a Plan B version of Spice Mass will be brought to Parliament, which will propose the removal of all regulations. Alexis Welsh, GBN News.
Dumlin Marie, alias Dumpling, was convicted of capital murder in the death of 15-year-old student Brittany Batiste, who was killed on March 19, 2016. More details in this Chrislina John report.
Just 2 weeks shy of 6 years, the High Court found Demlin Murray guilty of capital murder for the 2016 death of 15-year-old Brittany Batiste. The body of the teenager was found covered in the bushes at Good Hope St. George, close to her home, on March 21, 2016. She was a student of the Happy Hill Secondary School. Demlin, who is married to the sister of the deceased, was arrested and charged for her death. Director of Public Prosecution Christopher Nelson spoke with GBN's news desk earlier today on the outcome of the case.
Last Friday, Demlin Murray, the 50-year-old worker of the General Hospital, was convicted by a 12-person jury of capital murder. This relates to the death of 15-year-old Happy Hill schoolgirl.
The accused has been on remand at the Richmond Hill prison after Senior High Court Judge Justice Paula Guilford declared a mistrial in the case against the then 48-year-old Mardi Gras resident in 2018. A retrial was ordered.
This retrial started on the 10th of February last and concluded last Friday. Now, being convicted of capital murder, the judge has set a sentencing date for the 23rd of May 2022. He faces a maximum penalty, as the name suggests, of death.
The DPP explained further the circumstances that might have led to Brittany's demise.
It is a capital case because the Crown's case was that Brittany Batiste, the deceased, had made a report against Demlin back in 2015 of having sexual intercourse with her, she being under the age of 16. Demlin was arrested in December of 2015 and charged and was before the court awaiting trial on that matter. So the deceased was a witness and the key party in that matter against him. And it was our case that because she made that report and caused him to be charged, he formed the intent to kill her. One, because he was upset, and two, to ensure that the case against him did not go ahead.
The defense was represented by attorney Erica Willis, while the prosecution team was led by Mr. Nelson. According to the DPP, the jury deliberated for about 2 hours before returning their verdict last Friday. 16 witnesses were called. The DPP added that this is the second conviction they have had in a case where a charge of capital murder was laid. The first was against Twitty Joseph, who was convicted in December 2019 for the death of 9-year-old Ariel Bowler. The law was amended in 2012 to create capital and non-capital murder. Chrislina John, GBN News.
One teenager is in police custody as officers investigate the weekend slaying of an 18-year-old foreign national in an altercation that left another young man hospitalized. More in this Rena Per-Thomas report.
Charges are expected to be laid by the end of the day on a 19-year-old who is currently in police custody following the stabbing death of 18-year-old Dominic Seals, a Guyanese national who resided at Sendell Street, Granville, St. Andrew. In what has been determined to be the second homicide for the year, information gathered indicates that the now deceased was in an altercation in the area known as Trench Tongue with two other young men. Another 18-year-old, Kyle James of Graham member of St. Andrews was also stabbed during the argument. Eyewitnesses who preferred to remain anonymous recollected what they saw on Saturday night.
I was passing and hearing the youth man telling the next one to behave himself. Behave himself. He keep on telling him to behave himself, but the next one with the cutlass now up him and try to make a grand move on him. But he telling him behave, but he wouldn't behave. So when he could not take it no more, he fire a stab behind the youth man.
Just hear somebody saying behave on yourself, and that's all I hear. Next thing I just see a crowd run. I ain't see what happened, I just hear all the behave, that's all.
Residents of Trenchtown are saddened by what happened.
Tight about that. Because you had big people around here who could have stopped what happened. Everybody they didn't want to see nothing. You had people who could have avoided that. No blood in that to share. They could have put a little bit just as me if I was around. And nobody did nothing. I ain't like that. Son, it's sad that they look about losing life. Sorry for the loss, but it happened.
To be truthful, I didn't really looking for that to happen. If you watch the phone picture with them, you will see two of them sit down in class. A very long time they have that talk. You tell them forget that, you always talking to them each and every day, we talking to them. I don't know what lead to that they end up in that incident the night. One die and one thing.
The mother of the deceased declined an interview on Monday morning, saying she is too emotionally broken over the loss of her only son. The mother of the teenager in hospital also declined to speak. Grenada's first homicide victim is 79-year-old John Merchant, and the alleged killer is 27-year-old Kelly Daniel from Pearl St. Andrew. Mr. Merchant was brutally murdered and dismembered in February, and parts of his body placed in buckets, which were later found floating in the nearby Dunfermline River. Investigation continues into the death of the 18-year-old, and GBN will continue to give you information as it unfolds. Standing in Trenchtown, I am Rena Thomas reporting.
Meanwhile, the community of Trenchtown is outraged with the way they believe the public perceives and brands them as criminals when they are only young men trying to make a life for themselves and their families. Here's Rena Thomas once again.
Residents of Trenchtown say members of the public have a misconception about the community, especially following last Saturday's stabbing that left one young man dead, another hospitalized, and another in police custody. Referencing a recent newspaper article that labeled the area as drug-infested, they expressed their disgust as they claim they are seen by the police, the media, and other members of the public as troublemakers when this is not so.
This thing, what all they did was unjust. Make sure they get a party with what the media put out. But what happened outside the incident happened is not no gang related in neither. Is maybe you could say friends, and when they was friends and they had a little altercation and it led out to one person dying.
Basically, the media has labeled us very bad. The government don't backing us up in no way. They don't even watching us. They only criticize us and uphold us as drugs lord and violence king. The government, nobody don't really studying us in the back here. All they can say is we selling drugs and we like violence. So meaning something happened, they wouldn't come and find out what happened. They would just say things.
The police too, they play no good part of the studying these damn drugs. Come and see you're gonna put people talk, put news talk when thing happen, put talk to them. But starting to come run Trenchtown his drugs, Trenchtown his violence. Where the violence is and that happen there now. Let's stop that.
The young men who preferred to be off camera said the negative impression given has affected their ability to obtain jobs.
In the back here, we have a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential youth. We might be here, but everybody could do at least something. Who might be a builder, who might sing, who go build boat. Everybody could do something, but we have no backup. So we're making it on we own. And then they just studying us because first thing, when somebody want to employ somebody and they hear Grenville, they hear Trenchtown, they change their mind because hear what they say. People saying this place is not a nice place. And that killing us, and that is the main reason all this going on.
They believe that much more can be done to assist them and guide them as young people rather than judge them from a distance. They are calling on the relevant authorities what is right and stop the stigma.
Man, the youths and them need to get things put in for them to pay, put in for them to get occupied, give them jobs. Not telling them what they know. What they gonna do on the block? What they giving them? What they showing them? Only time they just come around here is when they hear something happen, just like y'all. Only when something happen, y'all come in. Or they could do better than people, the media could do better too. And the police.
Right? Every day, nobody will come in. They just seen us here, but what happening and no government don't put in no instructions, nothing in place over it. The government, nobody don't really studying us in the back here. All they can say is we selling drugs and we like violence. So mean as something happen, they wouldn't come and find out what happened, they would just say things.
They are also asking the public not to judge them based on misunderstood and misleading information. For GBN News, I am Rena Per Thomas reporting.
The Royal Grenada Police Force is investigating a video that made the rounds on social media on Monday afternoon involving a student and an officer. The video, recorded by a civilian, shows a young man in a secondary school uniform in verbal confrontation with a police officer. And when the student walked away, another officer intervened. The confrontation then turned physical after one officer was seen slapping the young man across the face. The student was then detained and hauled off by the officers. 47-year-old Teron Jimmy Belfon, a farmer of La Fortune St. Patrick, has been charged for the offense of non-capital murder by intentionally causing the death of 60-year-old Nicholas Duncan of Maday St. Patrick. The charge came following last week's incident, which also led to the death of Duncan's mother, who perished in a house fire. She was 94 years old. Belfon is scheduled to appear at the Sates Magistrates Court at a later date. Meanwhile, in an unrelated incident, the Royal Grenada Police Force has arrested and charged 41-year-old Christopher Brathwaite, a steel bender of Hope St. Andrew. He was arrested, formally charged, and cautioned by officers attached to the Criminal Investigation Department for the offenses of rape and indecent assault. Brathwaite is alleged to have committed the offenses on Saturday, 6 November 2021. He was granted bail in the sum of $20,000 with one surety, and as part of his bail conditions, he ought not to have any contact with the virtual complainant. Brathwaite is scheduled to appear at the Grenville Magistrates Court next week, Thursday. A mentally ill man recently accosted a supermarket employee. Police responded and he was shot. An elderly man was murdered and dismembered by someone he knew. Villagers claim that the assailant was mentally challenged. 2 Thursdays ago, a man believed to be mentally ill walked onto a school complex in St. David with a cutlass, allegedly making threats, leaving staff and students severely traumatized. This past weekend, the island was rocked by a murder and stabbing. These are troubling times which have left many people in fear. How should the country deal with this? Let's examine these issues tonight on GBN's Beyond the Headlines program with a 3-member expert panel. Following a meeting last Friday among Labour Minister Peter David, Labour Commissioner Cyrus Griffith, TAU, and management and board of directors of the Grenada Ports Authority, several positives have arisen as of Monday, and workers at the Ports Authority were back at their desks at midday. Gerard Joseph has the details.
It has been confirmed by sources within the Grenada Ports Authority that employees represented by the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union have returned to normal operations as of midday on Monday. President General of TAU, Senator Andrew Lewis, says, following a successful meeting with workers on Friday night, more positive news came out.
I should also let you know that following our protest taken last week Thursday, 2 other workers were interviewed, and the process and procedure that we are looking for were basically followed.
The outstanding issue surrounded an ongoing FIU investigation into irregularities in the Grenada Ports Authority internal audit, where the unit approached workers while on the job to accompany them to assist with investigations. The union leader says the matter is now a work in progress, as the board of directors has indicated to TAU that a response will be forthcoming toward a finalized agreement.
If this has been followed going forward, or similar to that, then everything should be okay. It has to do with how people are being engaged and not what you are engaged about, as we have indicated from day one. And the workers have reported back to work today as of 1,200 hours, doing that which they really love doing, that is serving the public.
The President General says it is the union's expectations that there will not be a repeat of last week's protests and there will be a matter of urgency despite a no precondition given to the GPA board. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
And now let's turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Cherry and Blackman Stephen has been looking around the platforms.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz Report.
8 Grenadians aboard a cargo vessel that conducts business between Grenada and Trinidad and Tobago accused the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard last Wednesday of assault, which landed one of their colleagues in hospital and in need of surgery. GBN brought you this story, which evoked passionate comments from you, our online audience, including some nationals of the Twin Island Republic. Melissa Campbell says abuse of power by my fellow Trinidadians who were hired to protect and serve. I am sorry that these people went through this, but some of us Trinis need to get our act together on how we treat people. George Joseph said human beings are getting worse based on this video. If there is an unjust cause or an unlawful act was committed, it must or ought to follow with a harsh reward. Swanky Lucky says, I must say I am a Trini and some of these men who are supposed to be representing TNT have us feeling ashamed. Disregard for the uniforms. Vitra Pandey says, hold them accountable. I am a Trinidadian, but this is blatant disrespect. Everyone in Trinidad who has a little authority abuses it. I hope you get justice. Not all Trinidadians are this disrespectful. I'm sorry you had to be treated in this manner. Tara Balak says this is heartbreaking to hear how our Caribbean neighbors were treated. Justice must be served. Lynette Brooms Mora says, shame on my country officers. I am embarrassed. Why would we treat people with such hostility? And finally, Joan Pantin says, I am so sorry to hear all these men endured. The International Caribbean Council should get involved in this matter. As a Trinidadian, I am embarrassed. Will anyone in the Caribbean welcome us with open arms when these things happen? I don't care what types of checks must take place. Operate with respect. Other Caribbean island citizens seeing this will not let this pass. Another sad day for us in TNT. And that puts a wrap on tonight's buzz. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
A joint declaration has been issued on the 4th Summit of Heads of State and Government of CARICOM and the Central American Integration System, SICA, as officials reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening relations, among other things. Jared Joseph has more.
A high-level technical committee of CARICOM and Central American Integration System SICA countries has been established to coordinate and monitor the implementation and evaluation of the CARICOM SICA Plan of Action. Following more than a decade since the last meeting of the heads of the two sub-regions, agreements on integrating climate resilience and pursuing joint advocacy for enhancing access to climate finance were some of the major decisions.
Back live. Let me say good morning to one and all once again, especially those of you via GBN TV. We're back with you. Our social media platforms, good morning, whether it's YouTube or Facebook. Thanks for being us once again. Yes, thanks for being with us once again. And now we go over to my bro via Hot 98 to say good morning to Gary. Gary, good morning, and we're suddenly back live here.
What's going on, man?
Good morning, Grenada.
I'm here.
I'm getting a little feedback from you. Can you fix that there for me, bro? Fix that there. Yeah. Fix that for me. Yes, lovely. I think that has been sorted out. So we're back inside of the second segment this morning, and as we proceed this morning, folks.
It's not sorted out, actually.
Yeah.
Going to see what I can do on my end.
All right. So getting that there just a wee bit. I'm not sure what's causing it this morning. Hey there, folks. So if you're just locking it down, good morning. And if you're just joining us, good morning once again. If you're listening via Dressel Radio, you certainly hope that you're having a lovely morning so far. All right,
sorted.
All right. So we're back live here on GBN TV, as mentioned before. And we have a lot to try to do this morning. Let's get this segment rolling. We're just already moving down to about 12 minutes after the hour. Time is, it's not a friend this morning for some reason. We're just not flowing properly with the time this morning. Hey, Gary, let's take a peek in terms of crucial visitors to the island this morning before we get into other Meet the Island this morning in terms of information and show this morning. We are expecting on my list before me, and I'm not sure if there's been any changes to the lineup, but we are expecting two cruise ships in today. We're expecting the Seven Seas Navigator. That particular cruise ship will be with us today. Should be in around 8 a.m. this morning. Going to stick around till about 8 p.m. We're also expecting the Aurora in with us today, already in port. I want to say in 7 a.m. this morning. That one actually came in, and it's going to stick around till about 6 p.m. And both cruise ships, let me give you the capacity. One have a capacity of 1,084. That's the Aurora. The Seven Seas Navigator has a capacity of 3,078. So we're going to have some visitors to the island today. Show them the love, show them the appreciation. Make them always want to just come back to this beautiful Spice Island of ours. And of course, when they head back to their country of origin, they will say to their friends and family, hey, I went to this particular country in the Caribbean.
Grenada, nice.
Yes, the people are very friendly. Just show them the love. Make them always, every time they think about a trip, Grenada is where they'll want to of course, to visit. All right. So we're moving on, Gary. We got so much to talk about this morning, We talking about the attack that happened on the sea, and we have a report there from Rita Peer. We wanted to chat about that some more this morning, and let's get a little bit more details pertaining to that. So, Gary, you explain that.
Let's do that, because my concern is that it's not going to be one of those. Well, at least I hope it's not going to be one of those issues that's swept
under the carpet.
That we follow up, make sure we do due diligence and get to the bottom of this, because that is sad.
Yeah, I feel it for the captain and the crew to be treated in that particular way. It felt a little bit inhumane. You understand? To be treated in that way, just pull you off, and you know what? The authorities in Trinidad have said that they will look into it. You understand? And I certainly hope they live up to what they actually said. Because it's not for this whole, we all Caribbean people, maybe live in different islands, but we got to show each other the love, man. We have to show each other the love.
Like I was saying yesterday, Trinidad, where is that? We good brothers and sisters, we are. What kind of thing is that? Why you treating us so? Come on, man.
Maybe one of the the Coast Guard members there, maybe just had a bad day. You understand? I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He probably just had a bad day.
No benefit of the doubt on my part.
He probably just had a bad day. Sometimes you just have to, help somebody along the way. He probably just had a bad day, and just one of the way that he showed he brought it out was not the appropriate way. But hope
we
that
had a
get
bunch
resolved.
of Trinidadians who came down here and robbed a whole bank.
Man,
not a lash they get.
Yeah, we didn't even treat them bad. No.
Not a hand was laid on them.
They were apprehended. Of course, in a peaceful way, I could say. If I want to speak nice about it,
we are peaceful people. Friendly, loving, welcoming people.
Yeah, we don't treat nobody that bad, man. Even though you did something wrong, we still treat you good. You understand?
Don't treat us so now, man.
All right.
We're moving along. More domestic issues that we need to really pay attention to, and we are keeping an eye on yet another disturbing trend. It continues to show its ugly head, GT, and another situation where we see young kids getting involved in violent behaviors.
Yeah.
All right, and it is continuing to show its head. But before we get into that, let's follow up on the stabbing incident in reporters in GBN have followed that story, and they've got latest development.
All right, let's take a listen up to that, and we'll come back and chat about other issues that are happening around this beautiful Spice Isle of ours. let's see.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's go over to Master Control and take a listen up. And to of course, one of the clips. So does Master Control get that
On a
running this morning?
19-year-old who is currently in police custody following the stabbing death of 18-year-old Dominic Seals, a Guyanese national who resided at Sandal Street, Grenville, St. Andrew. In what has been determined to be the second homicide for the year, information gathered indicates that the now deceased was in an altercation in the area known as Trench Tongue with two other young men. Another 18-year-old, Kyle James of Granby, St. Andrews, was also stabbed during the argument. Eyewitnesses who preferred to remain anonymous recollected what they saw on Saturday night.
I was passing and I hearing the youth man telling the next one to behave himself. Behave himself. He keep on telling him to behave himself, but the next one with the cutlass now up him and try to make a grand move on him. But he telling him behave, but he wouldn't behave. So when he could not take it no more, he fire a stab behind the youth man.
Just hear somebody saying behave on yourself, and that's all I hear. Next thing I just see a curd roll. I ain't see what happened, I know, I just hear, all the behave, that's all.
Residents of Trench Tongue are saddened by what happened.
Up to today, I'm still tight about that. Because you had big people around here who could have stopped what happened. Everybody they don't want to see nothing. You have people who could have avoided that. No blood in that share. They could have put a little boy just as me if I was around. And nobody do nothing. I ain't like that. Son, it's sad that the little boy lose his life. Sorry for the loss, but it happened.
To be truthful, I didn't really looking for that to happen to this to you, because if you watch the phone picture with them, you will see two of them sit down in class. A very long time they have that talk. You tell them forget that. You always talking to them each and every day. We talking to them. I don't know what lead to that. That they end up in that incident the night. One die and one kill.
The mother of the deceased declined an interview on Monday morning, saying she is too emotionally broken over the loss of her only son. The mother of the teenager in hospital also declined to speak.
We're certainly back there this morning, Gary. In that sad situation there, condolences to the family and even the individuals who have been apprehended and so forth. Certainly hope this thing to get resolved in a way that it could be of mutual benefits to each of the family.
I'm wondering what's going on, because it seems like something is in the air. Something is in the air.
For the last couple of days, we've been seeing a lot of information pertaining to youngsters misbehaving for some reason or the other. I don't know what's happening, Gary.
Then this. Let's check out this other.
Let's take
this other clip right here. I mean, there isn't an audio attached to it, but for the benefit of those viewing, you can check it out. And for those listening to us, unfortunately, you won't be able to see what we see, but we'll narrate as best as we can. But again, this is the most recent development.
You bitch! You bitch! No, slap any backside. BTS, don't feel
We're talking about adults, someone was, I look at someone saying here, what the police lashing the boy for, and all these kind of things. You understand? Yeah. I was taken back by that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of the individual, I know they are adults per se, because I kind of know them personally, and their response towards the police, as that have kind of take me back a little bit, because as a youngster, you have to respect the police off the bat. You understand?
Yeah.
You had to show
there are so many angles. There are so many angles to this story and to what I'm seeing there. First of all, it's when I saw it, my blood run.
Yeah.
It brought chills, because in no way, shape, or form I can't seem to fathom why and what situation would lead a youngster to confront a police officer. Right? This is unacceptable behavior, and the police is human. Yeah. Let's just say this. The police is human. There is this youngster behaving like an adult. You know what I mean? What I don't understand is that there were 3 police officers.
Yeah.
And I cannot understand why it is that 3 police officers can't get a hold of one kid. You know what I mean? Why can't 3 police officers get a hold of one kid? Because the kid was seemingly...
They were saying that the police was trying to offer a bit of restraint. You understand? They were trying to...
I understand that,
offer
but
restraint.
You can see he grabbed onto the kid, and the kid made his way out of his grasp, and the situation went sideways. All right, but there were 3 officers standing there. He needed to be arrested. He needed to be apprehended. He needed to be mobilized.
So you say they moved in speaking in layman's terms, you say they move soft, per se?
I wouldn't say that they move soft, you know. I think that an arrest clearly needed to be made. All right, and there were 3 officers right there. I'm thinking that one officer didn't have to physically get into an altercation with a kid.
Yep.
You know, they could have snatched the kid as best they can, because there are 3 people here. 3 people in the video, 3 officers in the video.
I understand, but he was actually behaving very aggressive too.
Blame on the police officer, by the way.
The youngster was actually behaving very aggressive too, Gary.
Yeah.
He was behaving very aggressive, and that could be one of the reasons they were off. The other officers were kind of standing back, because they could have gotten even more aggressive than they actually did. You understand?
But they didn't have to get aggressive because there were 3 officers. They could have immobilized and restrict this kid, and peacefully, well, maybe not peacefully, but without all the hoopla, get him to the vehicle and bring him to the station and calm him down. And let justice run its course from there.
The whole street thing could have been avoided if they, as you said, if they probably could have just come together, 3 of them, and apprehended and take him away and just resolve that instantly. You understand? But as a youngster, I would say the youngster was behaving very aggressive for whatever reason. I don't know what was what triggered the whole behavior. You understand?
It's just unacceptable.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw another, and there are many videos. I just didn't want to put more videos into this because I didn't want to make this too negative. But there are still more videos circulating on social media with, altercations between kids and what's going on, what's in the air.
I don't know, man. Why are youngsters starting to be behaving that way particularly? I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. Just fighting and misbehaving. Most of the week we've been showing videos of that, and you've been seeing videos on social media where youngsters are doing that.
I think you reached a stage where we shouldn't be even showing more videos because it's like, we don't need to be creating that environment where kids figure they need to copy behavior.
I know, man. Anyway, we're moving down. We got 25 minutes after the hour this morning here on K105 Hot 98. It's Good Morning Grenada G Squared. Guys, I think it's time for us to get into, of course, a segment this morning where we gave folks an option to call in, win themselves. Compliments, of course, the folks of Gremfo. And you could win yourself of course, a souvenir t-shirt, the souvenir March 13 t-shirt. It's a bit of a lengthy question this morning, guys, so let me just get into this before we move on this morning, all right? And let me get that question that I wanted to ask this morning. And just a point to note, those of you who have participated in this quiz competition already, and you may have won, of course, I would encourage you to give someone an opportunity to win this, someone else an opportunity to participate, per se. So if you called already and you won first, second, third time, give someone else the opportunity to win, also to participate, per se. All right? So here's this morning's question, Gary. Now, in 2013, an organization was established as a non-profit company with the following objectives. Now, to achieve a fair and balanced assessment of Grenada's revolution, to identify and preserve the positive legacy of the revolution, to foster a spirit of reconciliation among patriotic Grenadians and other progressive people affected by the revolution and its demise, to provide a forum for reconnection of persons who were active in the revolution, and to attend to the welfare needs of individuals during the revolution and are experiencing hardship. Now, the organization was named Gremfo, and what does the name Grenfell stands for? So I actually am giving you the name of the organization, and we've been saying about it as is. We've been doing this for the last couple of days, and so the answer I need you to tell me. The organization, which is Grenfell, what does Grenfell stands for? And if you answer that, you could actually win yourself, of course, a souvenir March 13 t-shirt this morning. The number you can call in to chime in via is 435-2041. That's 435-2041. Give us a call, and we will certainly entertain your phone call if you could actually give me the what does the abbreviation Grenfell stands for. 435-2041. So moving on here, Gary, as soon as we get those calls coming in. And I did give, it was a bit lengthy in terms of giving the objective of the particular company that was actually formed in 2013. And that one could be a bit of a toughie this morning. This one could be a bit of a tough this morning. So those folks decided to chime in. Let's see who will give us the correct answer this morning, and they can certainly win. I think I see a caller coming in there. I think we have lost that. Once again, the number 435-2041. As we await someone to jam in via that, Gary, I'm seeing a couple of folks has given us some answers pertaining to the riddle we threw out this morning. You understand? And let's see if we could get that answer in quickly before we receive more phone calls pertaining to the riddle segment this morning. And let me
let's get rid of. Let's get rid of.
Let me see what I can come up with this morning. And I'm seeing here someone chiming in via a voice note. Let me see this one.
Good morning, my name is Moshe Pascal, and the answer is, are you asleep yet?
So we have one youngster popping in there, Gary. We have one youngster popping in there, and she's saying the answer is, are you asleep yet? She's correct, I would say. She's correct. She's correct by saying that. And we have most of the folks who have chimed in, who have just given the written answer, who have chimed in this morning. Most folks didn't participate in terms of saying the actual name of their son or daughter. If I guess they are probably adults who are doing it. And most of them are saying, "Are you asleep yet?" So if you said asleep,
that is absolutely correct.
That's absolutely correct. All right. So congratulations to those of you who answered that. And once again.
Let's give them the question once again for the Grenfell giveaway here.
So
as they mark
as I said, it's a bit of a lengthy read this morning. I'll basically just give you tidbits about it. In 2013, an organization was established as a non-profit company, and the organization was named Grenfell. What does the name Grenfell stands for? I think that will simplify it a bit. What does Grenfell stands for? If you can give me that answer that.
Simple thing, man.
Yeah. So I mean, I gave a lot of details about it when I said it initially. But what does Grenfell stand for? And give us a call, 435-2041, if you think you know the answer to that, and you could win. It's all being part of the 43rd anniversary of Grenada's Revolution, or March 13, and you can win yourself a March 13 souvenir jersey. All right, seems to be a tough one, Gary. Folks chiming in on that one this morning. We maybe have to push it over for tomorrow. What do you think?
With regard to, as we keep this the phone lines open, I want people to understand that I'm not against the police behavior necessarily. I see a few comments on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm seeing some WhatsApp. Folks are saying, the policeman was basically untrained in terms of.
I'm speaking from a pure technical standpoint. Police ought to be taught to train in physical altercation and self-defense. All right, and how to de-escalate a situation. All right, this is not a knock on the officers present. All I'm simply saying, there were 3 police officers there, and the way that kid was evading that one police officer, I'm thinking that with the 3 police officers there, he could have so easily be, immobilized, taken into the vehicle, brought to the station. Understand? Now, the human element of being hit by a civilian A police officer is only human.
Yes, sir.
You understand? He's only human.
So it's only obvious he will actually react also. You understand? He will react. I understand that. But folks are still saying maybe the police officer should be trained not to do that, not to react in the manner which he did, because it was acting like a little street. It was suppose he was behaving like a little bit of a street fight. You understand? He was behaving like a typical street fight. Two civilians, not a police.
Police officers are robots. I would just put a handcuff on you and go and call.
Anyway, man. Anyway, it seemed to be a toughie, Gary, as we go back to our question for this morning, being part of the quiz. And once again, I'll throw it out. And of course, as the morning progress, if someone do have the answer, they could chime in via it. In 2013, the question once again, in 2013, an organization was established as a non-profit company. And the organization was named Grenfor. What does the name Grenfor stands for? If you could give me that.
GREMFO.
Yeah, if you could give me that, we could actually get you that souvenir match 13 t-shirt this morning. That would seem to be a toughie this morning, Gary. So we'll see as the morning progress. Somebody before we wrap up at 8 a.m. this morning. If someone
well, let's do the celebration club in the meantime.
I was about to just say that. Let's get to the celebration club, and when we come back, we'll see if we can entertain that. And those of you celebrating this morning, let me take a time out to wish you a happy birthday. All the best on your B-Day today. Let me get that list rolling. Let me say good morning to Nishan George. For Telescope, good morning to Nishan. How you doing this morning? Happy birthday. All the best on your birthday today. Also saying good morning to Darren Henry of Beauregard. Good morning from his mom. Wishing him a happy birthday. What about Serrana Charles of Concord? Good morning and happy birthday to you. Marva Maturin of Beauregard also celebrated today. Good morning to you. What about Wendy Adonis? Hey, good morning, Wendy. How you doing? Happy birthday to you. Let's say good morning to Yvonne St. Louis Gittins, who's over in the USA. Good morning and happy birthday from members of her family. Osborne Phillip. Good morning to you. How you doing? Happy birthday. Just rolling through the first names for more or less this morning. Let's say good morning to Lily Williams of Carrier. Good morning, happy birthday. What about Sean Archibald of Grenville? Good morning. Shania Williams of Mordenay. Good morning to you. Happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Matthias Joseph. How you doing this morning? Of Tivoli. Happy birthday to you. What about Lorene Williams? How you doing this morning? Happy birthday to you. William Modest of Gore, St. John, good morning. Sherman Charles and Ned, who's in the U.S. also, good morning and happy birthday. Let's say good morning to LaShawn Mason of Munich. Good morning and happy birthday from his parents. Also, let's say good morning and happy birthday to Abby Francis George of Sotes. Good morning to Abby. How you doing? Happy birthday to you. Vondell Alexander Charles of Ramses Hill. That's in Bruce Grove. Good morning and happy birthday. Ellen Joy Benjamin. Happy birthday to you also. Renee Bernard, also known as Tilly of Hermitage. Good morning and happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Darren Noel of Grand Brock. Good morning and happy birthday also. Osmo Frank of Woburn. Good morning and happy birthday. Family members extended the greetings to him this morning. Laurel Jeremiah of Sabiz. How you doing? Happy birthday. What about Roger Rubin of Latanton St. Davis? Good morning, happy birthday. Ashia Joseph of Pearls. Good morning and happy birthday also. Samuel Roach of Mondelez. Good morning and happy birthday. What about Ebony St. Louis out there in Brooklyn, Concord? Good morning and happy birthday. Have a police officer on my list this morning. Nixon Williams. Good morning of Chapel Road. Bouchou. Good morning, man. How you doing this morning? Of Moya. Good morning and happy birthday. Maurice Francis of Lambeau St. George. Good morning, happy birthday. Greetings going out to you. Calvin Prasad of Monglong. Good morning and happy birthday. Actually, he's 12 years old today. Let's say good morning to Telma Nelson of Tivoli, also celebrating. Good morning. What about Marilyn Monroe of Coconut Road in St. Patrick? Good morning. Dessa Nichols of Union in St. Andrew. Good morning and happy birthday. Saying good morning to Keziah James of Grand Anse. Good morning and happy birthday. Actually resides in the USA. Good morning and happy birthday for members of her family here in the Spice Isle. Extending the love to her this morning. Wishing her a happy birthday. Also saying good morning to a senior citizen on my list this morning. And let me get that up there. We bet the senior citizen name is Latina Ferguson of Chantamel. Good morning and happy birthday. She's actually celebrating. How much years is she actually celebrating this morning? She's 87 years old today. Good morning to her and happy birthday. Greetings going out this morning. Still got some more Celebrants on my list this morning. Let's say good morning and happy birthday going on to Randy Boca of River Road. Randy, good morning and happy birthday. Greetings going on to him this morning from members of his family, especially his Aunt Clovina and the other members of the Boca family in River Road, wishing him a happy birthday. Gary, that's it for my list this morning. Hey, that's it for the list. I want to wish all of you who are celebrating today a happy birthday. Once again, happy birthday to one and all. And I did see some calls coming in this morning during the birthday list. Let me see. I think there's someone on the line. This shall probably have the answer to the quiz this morning. Good morning, caller. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
Yes. Do you have the answer for the quiz this morning?
Yes.
Could you tell me?
Grenada Revolutionary Memorial Foundation.
Could you repeat that once again?
Grenada Revolution Memorial Foundation.
And you are correct. Give me your name.
Egypt Regis.
Egypt Regis. Let me grab my pen there really quickly. Your Regis seems a little big loud in the background. Ask mom or dad or somebody to lower it for you, man. That's Egypt Regis. All right, Egypt Regis. Egypt, you have a phone number you're willing to share on air?
533-5736.
533-5736. All right, that's your number?
Yes.
All right, so Egypt, thanks once again for participating, and you will get a phone call and the necessary arrangements will be made in terms of how you can pick up your winning. All right?
Okay.
Have a good day. So we have Egypt Regis winning this morning, and thought it was a bit of a toughy question, but at least Egypt.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so Egypt actually won. So the answer is actually Grenada Revolution Memorial Foundation. That's GREM 4. That's the correct answer there. All right. Hey, Gary, moving on this morning. It's Good Morning Grenada. We're looking at time. Just about 22 minutes moving out before the top of the hour this morning. Time is really not on our side this morning.
Not on our side.
Not on our side this morning. Anyway.
All right. The next song, well, not song, but the next topic I want to delve into is Jab Jab.
Jab Jab.
Carnival is official. There's been a media launch, press release, and all of that good stuff.
Yeah. Did you listen to the press conference yesterday?
I didn't listen to it in entirety. I got little snippets here and there.
I actually didn't listen to it, but
what I grabbed, one of the things I grabbed out of it is the issue of jab jab. All right, and I like to call it jab jab by parish. You understand? But I like how Mr. Gill, I like how Ali Gill stressed on how difficult it is to pin down jabs. You understand? Run the clip, Master Control. Let's talk a little bit about that.
The greatest challenge. You cannot ask jab for the vaccination card and no jab doing rapid tests. So that's just the practical reality of it. You're not, or we don't think it's possible to do Juve in a bubble and put jab in a bubble. Everybody stay in your section. Your section is your parish. For St. Andrew's Paul's Airstrip, they gave us that idea last year. They enjoyed it. We say you can do it a second year. No quarrels. St. Patrick, Sates, have it. We say the bus terminus area, Coconut Row, St. Mark, we say Diamond Street up to the roundabout, and St. David Street and so. St. John, Upper Depredin Street and parts of Lower Depredin Street. St. George's, we use it Tantin Ring Road. St. David, Malmont, Big Yard, and past here.
So we're talking about jab by parish, Gary.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now we see how that works. The thing about it is that based from that press conference is that every man, woman, and child, even the dog you would see occasionally running across the street during a parade of the band, have to be vaccinated.
Part of it, and
we'll see how that
unfolds. This morning we will probably diverge into more details, maybe on tomorrow's program or so. Go into more details about this as we dissect everything that was said during this conference and really see how this could work. I think it could work. Not sure for the part of everybody had to be vaccinated there. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but.
Well, as you know, the situation with COVID-19 is very fluid, and they are open to that. So they are saying that they're going to keep their ears and eyes open as things change or, regress, if at all, God forbid, they will make changes. Because we got some time before August. August is the time. We got some time.
We got some time. I mean, we just wrapped up the, Carriacou just wrapped up their carnival activities. So we're going to see how that played out. If any major or break happened there in the next couple of weeks, we're probably going to find out if there's anything happened there pertaining to that. And that will play a plus, you understand, in terms of what Spice Mass will turn out to be for 2022. So we looking at see. So
I thought we were using Carriacou as an example because we haven't gotten any report as such to determine what's the situation with COVID coming out of Carriacou's carnival. And the idea was to use Carriacou, if everything went smoothly in Carriacou, as an example as how we can proceed here in Grenada. So I'm not too sure if they are mirroring Carriacou and using Carriacou as a way for us to move forward as far as Grenada's carnival is concerned.
All right. Well, as they said in the press conference, I don't think there's much of a mirror of Carriacou, because Carriacou is a separated, is a bit of a separate entity. Any you take it, Grenada is of another nature also. Well, we've seen.
Well, I'm speaking with regard to the COVID situation.
Yeah. Well, on that level, well, I understand that. Well, we certainly will see when time draws a bit closer how this will actually work out. If it actually can work out. All right, Gary, due for a short break. Let's take that short break, and when we come back, we should chat some more and see where we leads us from there. We're coming right back. Don't touch it out, folks. We're coming right back here.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies flies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches, and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
At Southern Electrical, you get the best value, quality products, and expert advice. We are the #1 supplier of residential, commercial, and industrial electrical products in Grenada. View our latest arrivals of wall lights for interior and exterior, beautiful chandeliers, pendants, solar motion lights, kitchen appliances such as crispy air fryer ovens, crepe makers, countertop grills, and more. Visit Southern Electrical at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George. We also ship to Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Call our telephone number 444-3042, WhatsApp 405-4993, or browse our website www.segrenada.com.
So we're back here on Good Morning Grenada. Yes, so just a few more minutes left on the show. Just about 15 minutes or so minutes left on the show this morning as we take you through. And we're getting set for Tune for Tune segment that comes up for you shortly. We're gonna, of course, I'm gonna play a particular song from my side of things. Guys have one on his side. I'm not sure what he has lined up, but I do have something interesting lined up this morning, and certainly we're gonna see who will be playing the better song this morning. All right. So good morning to one and all, wherever you're at. Thanks for tuning in this morning. And I want to those of you participated in the quiz, those of you who send the answers for the riddle and so forth. Good morning to you, and thanks a whole lot. It's just been one of those Tuesday mornings, right? I know. Anyway, let me go back to Gary and say good morning. Gary, we're back inside here on Good Morning Grenada. And
hey, GT.
Yeah.
I have one question. You ready for the tune for tune? Because I'm ready.
I'm good to go, man. I'm good to go. Let me see if I get this. Right. Let me see if I get this thing all geared up when I reach another. I ain't even let you know what I'm playing this morning. I find when I give you a little heads up, you just cannot take advantage.
You just come back and bite you.
I ain't even giving you a heads up of what I played this morning. So hey, I'm going first this morning, and let's see what this rolls this morning. All right, let's go. All right, where's my song this morning for some reason? Hey, come on. You can't give Gary the benefit I need all day this morning. Let's go like this. No, there's a particular reason why I'm playing this song. This is Dash. Track entitled Mamay. King to a Queen.
This one is for Mamay. You play your part and you still playing your part. I love you from my heart. Before I want me for strong, before I voice me for song, you are the one that hold me. You are the roots that held it and down. My temper was your concern, up to now it's still your concern. All when things get out of hand, you taught me to be the bigger man. Walk light, talk less, stay humble. Keep your eyes on the prize, young man. These were the words that set the platform and helped turn me into that man. 12 years old, I remember wiping tears from your eye and into a line. I said the next time you cry, that's the tears of joy. This one is for Mamay. You play your part and you still playing your part. I love you from my heart, Mamay.
Hey, that's a track coming there from Dash this morning. I just thought I'd play that one this morning, you know. And it also reflects on the love you share for your mom. You know, it reflects on the love that you share for your mom. All right. And hey.
Yeah, man.
This is, hey Gary, you ready for me?
Song, you can't go wrong with Dash now.
You feel you can actually counteract that, man? And I know the listeners and viewers of enjoy that to the maximum this morning. You know, big up to Dash.
You can't compete with mothers out there, you know. But I have a song that I would love to play. All right.
Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
Let's hope I get a chance to do that. All right.
Yeah, go right ahead.
We're gonna echo.
Yeah, you're getting a little bit of a feedback on that one there this morning. Not sure.
All right, so here's what's gonna go. We're gonna do it this way. You're gonna play that song for me.
What song is it? You should give me a heads up on that song.
Macadam with honeycomb, because no place is sweeter than home.
Let me see.
And it's not just sweet, but it's honeycomb, baby. That's what it's all about.
I'm trying to see if I don't know if Master Control could quickly pull it up. I'm trying to get it on my system here. For some reason, I'm unable to get it this time. Let me see what's up with that there, Gary. Hey. Well, I'm not sure what's going on, but I don't think I'm able to pull that up for you instantly, Gary.
Hold on.
I don't think I'm able to pull that up. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Some descriptions I cannot say, like humble abode. Oh no. Can't call Grenada home. Can't call Grenada home. This place sweet like honey. I call it honeycomb. Can't call Grenada home. I can't call Grenada home. This place sweet like honey. I call it honey. Can't call Grenada home. It's all meant to describe the love and the care that we share as a nation. First I will describe the bees on the trees and the leaves when they spread pollination. We survive inflation and hurricane Ivan. Our self-preservation, we pull through all situations. We might not have a lot, yet still we proud of what we got. No pride and we full of plenty love. Give praise to the Father up above. If you want to feel safe, brother man, this is the place. Home with the rhythm and waist. Smile on we face, reach with a warm embrace. This place amazing. Anyways, can't call Grenada home. Can't call Grenada. This place sweet like honey.
And that's my song for you, GT. Can't call Grenada home.
You just can't.
You call it honeycomb.
You gotta call it honeycomb.
It's too sweet to just call it home, man.
Great
Yeah,
song,
I mean?
great song there from Black Dan, man. You know, just that's a song showing some love and patriotism to Grenada as a whole. You understand? Yeah. Showing some love and patriotism to Grenada, man. And of course, you can't all go along the day and not show the love and appreciation to your mom. And that's where my track from Dash came in. You understand? So, two powerful songs this morning. Don't forget the viewers in this day, you have the option of chiming in and saying, hey, which one of the two you felt the most? You understand? And I would take no beef if you decide to say you enjoyed both. I understand. I'll take no beef with you with that.
So we want to hear from you. Of course, give us a call. Send us a text message via WhatsApp. Let's know which song you're rocking with here this morning, okay?
All right. And, you know, today, the one from Black, from, of course, my track from Dash actually played. You know, today, Gary, it's actually International Women's Day also. You understand? So, even better, right? Even better. Hey, good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning.
How you doing, my dear?
How are you doing?
Are we doing it okay? Which one of the two songs you of course feeling this morning?
DAC.
Which one is it?
Dash.
You feeling the Dash? All right, my dear. Have a good morning. Have a good morning.
One for you there?
Yeah, one for me there. Like I was saying, today is actually International Women's Day. So, you know, my Dash actually falls in nice day, showing the love to the mothers, man, and the women of the nation as a whole. Good morning to them all. All right.
Let's go. We're keeping the phone calls coming.
We're keeping the phone calls coming. Keep the phone calls coming. I'm seeing.
Which of the two songs you're rolling with?
Well, of course, I'm seeing them getting some love shed for Dash once again. Everybody saying, "My man."
So that's two for you, boy.
Yeah. We do have another caller on the line. Good morning. How you doing, caller?
Good morning. I'm fine.
All right.
I am voting for Mommy.
You're voting for Mommy, for Dash.
But I honestly love the next song. But if you come to my mother, I cannot not.
You can't be that. You can't be that,
No.
right?
Yeah,
But I'm so sorry. I love the both songs.
As we said,
no love lost.
I say no beef if you want to show love to both songs this morning.
So that three for you, boy.
Yeah, you know.
Are they voting for Grenada, boy?
I'm seeing, of course, I'm seeing more love coming in for that Dash. Yeah, she's saying Mommy is the sweetest one individual posting you via WhatsApp. So
yeah,
you know.
GT, I see where you're going with that. You decided to play a song to pull at the heartstring of many people viewing and listening. I see where you're going with that.
I just thought I could pull I'll put a little hat trick on you this morning, and it's working out nicely. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Yes, hello, good morning, and how are you?
Everything is okay. How are you about you this morning?
Not bad at all.
All right. Which one of the two songs you driving behind?
I like both.
You like both? But which one you showing the most appreciation to this morning? Which one you're feeling really deep? You can't say.
So that is a time. That's a time voting.
Yeah. So
one for you, one for me.
Well, I guess we go ahead and take it in half today, Gary. You take half, I take half.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary, more love shown for me this morning. Someone saying GT's song tops it off. Mommy. Yeah, man. So Gary, when I'm getting it, I'm taking it. When I'm getting the love, I'm taking it. So
win, man. Take win.
I'm taking it. And let me see if we could get at least one or two other person to chime in this morning. We got about 5 more minutes left on the show this morning, and yes, everybody's saying number one, Gary. Wow, it's nice.
I accept defeat at this point. At this point. You win. Take win.
I'm taking win. You understand? I'm taking win this morning. It feels
Definitely.
good to defeat you sometime, man. Yeah. Well, I'm seeing Black Adam is getting some love. I guess folks have decided where they're going to chime in for you.
I know I get a vote?
Yeah, you just got another vote via WhatsApp. Hey, folks, don't forget you can always send your vote. If you even want to say it via voice note, we will accept that also. You can say, hey, this is the song I'm vibing this morning. If you want to do it via voice note, we will certainly accept that also. Yeah, we've been kind of skipping on that there a little bit, but certainly could take your voice notes. Yeah, let's hear how you feel about the song and more.
Yeah, well, going forward, what we want to do, we want to invite you to use the voice notes some more. Mm-hmm. And also, with regard to the kids, because we understand that kids are the ones who are really loving up on the riddles in the morning time. It gets them really thinking, gets the brain working and percolating in the morning time. So we invite you to message us a picture of your kids who are, with the answers, so we can showcase them, we can feature them too. So when you go to school, somebody will say, I see you on TV. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Hey, Gary, get us to make a wrap this morning. Of course, it's been one of those mornings once again. And just a bit of a reminder before we don't forget all vehicle owners' registration numbers from 2501 to 5000 and plural letters 251 to 500. Please get your vehicle registered. Inspection is done for renewal of your vehicle license up until the 31st of March. If you didn't pay attention to that, if you have a plate, look at your windscreen and look at your license sticker there. Check on the date for the expiry date per se. All right, so up to March 31st, the numbers once again, 2501 to 5000 with the plural letters 251 to 500. Get your vehicle inspected. You don't want to run into problems. All right. Hey, Gary, it's a wrap for us for today, man. It's been a pleasure as always. And suddenly we'll be back tomorrow morning to do this all over again. Have yourself a good one, man. Take it easy over there on Hot 98.
See you guys tomorrow and catch me over on Hot 98 where the hit continues to blaze. Until we meet up again tomorrow, God's willing. Stay safe, y'all.
All right. Hey, folks, stay with me here on K105. Let me say goodbye to our viewers via GBN TV and our social media, of course, the viewers out there. Have yourself a great one. Hey, let's take a break. We're coming right back at the top of the hour. Don't forget we have for you BBC News.